Hello, and thanks for coming. I finally have a remote microphone. It's under here. We'll see how this works. Anyway, I'm preparing, because I think I have found all the pets now. I'm preparing to do what I would call the family portrait. There are 30 machines, and I'm pretty sure I found them all. I will do one last look around. But I'm not going to shoot the family portrait with an iPhone. I will use my Sony DSC-R1. This camera was made as kind of an in-between stopgap while Sony came out with their SLRs, which of course eventually they kind of went back to things more like this, which are not an SLR. They are not. The sensor and the lens are really close together, and I think, from what I've heard in the latest Sony things, they have more and more, there's a nice cloth, things that have come out that use the same technology, realizing that mirror was fine, but it really didn't need to be. And the lens that is on this camera is a Zeiss lens. Now the other thing, that looks better. The other thing on this camera, which I've not had on for a while, but I will crank it up. There are many things that are beautiful about this. Now, it's funny, it didn't come up, maybe it did before this come up and ask me for the date and such. I don't know, because I turned it on. Maybe I will turn it off and turn it back on again. Oh yeah, here we are. Okay, so we'll put in the year. Now, it starts at 2005, which means this camera is now pretty much vintage. So, 2022 9. What is the date? Oh, come on. September 23rd. Oops. So there we go. And it's 5:40. Let's say 5:43. Actually, I should double check that on the phone. Yeah, 5:43. Oh, but it's on the AM. We want it on the PM. Okay, so I don't have a memory card in this at this moment. But you know, another thing about this, there was a little bit of memory in this camera. Just a little wee bit. That if I was sort of some spy thing, where someone shoots a picture and there are the people saying, no, you can't have that. And they take the memory card. Say, here, take my memory card. It's okay. But if they had, of course, okay, there are two settings on this camera for different kinds of memory cards. One is a CF and the other was some Sony thing. So say they didn't have a Sony card in, and they shot a couple of pictures on the CF, but then flipped over to the Sony, where there's no memory stick, you can still take a picture or two, and it'll be buried away. And then switch back. You could show whoever it was that wanted the picture, look, here's the thing, here's the whatever, just take the stick, leave me with my camera, and it would be fine. And you would still have the picture to show to the world of whatever atrocities were going on. Anyway, what I'm going to do, and this was kind of a weird thing that came with this camera, well, it didn't come with it, I bought an extra, is, see, when I do this, let's see if I have much stuff I can drop. Okay, when I do this, this is an adapter. and I want to be able to do this in a wide screen format. So this is an adapter that screws on the bottom of the camera. Actually, in thinking about this for a quick moment, this may not be wise, because I also do want to have this. Oh yeah, no, there's a tripod mount. Okay, no, we're okay. We're okay. I thought, oh, it can't be. They wouldn't have done that. And they did not. So I can screw this on, and it is very nicely secure. And there's even a hair stuck in it. That we don't want. Oh, golly. Now, where would a long hair come from? Yeah. All right. So we do that up tight. And then we go to this bag. Now, I would like to say that I have used this lots, and it was really a wise purchase. But I haven't used it lots, and I would say it probably wasn't that wise a purchase. This is a tele-end conversion lens, VCL-DEH175R, made by Sony. And it clamps, at least it should, clamps on the front of this to give you quite the impressive looking lens. And of course, in photography, it doesn't really matter if it's better. It matters if people are going, ooh, look at that. That's why I think a lot of people have those massive lenses on the end of their cameras. Now, I'm just going to spin around for a second and have a look through here. Oh yeah. Interesting. If I go all the way back, it ends up being a little wee dot in the middle. That is not what I had in mind. I'm wondering, is there some setting that I am forgetting? Is there? The other thing that's really magical, of course, that's to zoom. I don't want to zoom. Is this really doing the wide thing that I want it to do? Oh, you know what? Oh, no. It has been a long time since I have had this out. This is indeed, as I look at it, of course it's a zoom lens. Which, of course, is always handy. Have I used it that much? No. Did I get it kind of because I was like, oh my, I gotta have that? Yeah, probably. Just a moment. Somewhere in this bag. Ah, yes. Sorry. It has been a while. Alright, this is what I'm after. This is the wide angle. Alright, let's try that again. So we take this and line it up. And you know what? It won't go on, because on the front of this at the moment, I have a protector. And if all goes well, if I turn it enough, $67mm. I think it should unscrew. I think it should. it has, oh dear. Maybe I need to take this whole thing out of here. Maybe the end is just spinning. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. I think I had two things on here. Oh no, that was just the front piece. Okay, so there, hello Penny, there is the extra piece I had on to protect the lens. And of course the lens does need protecting. Hello Penny. Hi Penny. I know. Okay, so I have one of these cameras that does actually have a lens that got marked up when I took a spill. It was tragic. Alright, let's see if we can get this back on. It takes just a little lining up, but it's hard to see where you're lined up. There we go, I think. Like anything with threads, if you're not sure, make sure you're sure. Okay, so now this hunker should slip on. Yes. Look at that. Now, let me just look at, oh yeah, that is a wide angle lens. It is. Hi, Penny. So eventually what I'm going to do, yes, Penny, I hear you. Penny, you're going to come up here. All right. Yes, that's Penny. Eventually what I will do, and I'm getting really close when I talk about eventually. What is that? Oh, okay, that's a flash thingy. I'm going to put this big lens. Hi, Penny. Back in this bag. And I'm going to put this cover back on this, because this is now set up. And this can carefully go back in the bag. There are many things in this bag. See, I have not been doing photography for, oh, okay, there's a card reader. Photography for a while. I used to never leave the house without a camera. That is another story. Oh yeah. Battery, charger, other things to clean with, lens cap. Oh yeah, the remains of a remote. And actually, I have to dig around because the remote is very handy. It is not impossible to, hello Penny, to, do the time thing and jump into the chair. But I like the idea better when I get to do it. So here is the camera. The other thing that's great about this camera, that you can look through the viewfinder, but also it has this little screen, which you can turn all the way around. Well, I guess it goes like 270 degrees, but it's mad. And the other thing, you can have it pointing right down. So if you want to get something off the ground or really low to the ground, you don't have to crawl on the ground. One of the best pictures I took long ago was of a train. So there I am on the tracks. The train was not moving, of course, it was parked. And I was able to take this, turn it sideways, put the camera right down on the rail, and see that I could see the train in the reflection on the nice shiny rail. It was magic. Magic. And I don't know if I could have got it with another camera. Or probably with another camera with this sort of setup, I could have. Anyway, so we're preparing for the family portrait. We're not there yet. Are we, Penny? No, we're not. Penny likes to walk around on some of these old things. And I was talking to a fellow, Steve Gray. He said, I find stacking pets more than 3 high is dangerous. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? And I said, yes, I agree, because in the midst of putting this all together, I was carrying one thing as I got towards that back corner, and suddenly the pet on the bottom kind of slid, and the one went back, and then one tried to fall off the front. Meanwhile, I had a super pet in my hand. This was not a fun moment. I managed to contain, and there was no fall, there was no spill. But I certainly wouldn't want to do it again, and if I think back to when it happened, I can't exactly tell you how I get it, or I got it to stop doing what it was doing. It was scary. And I think the thing that was trying to fall was indeed another super pet that actually has the super pet boards inside. Because there are many super pets here. I think I counted maybe as many as 7, but only 2 that I remember have the boards in. Although up on the mantle, there is another upper board. But others have found other homes over the years. Because there's a lot of people who have 8032s who want super pets, and there's people who have super pets that have no boards in the top that wish they had them. So, and of course, there's probably people out there who maybe run things or have museums or collections that they don't care if it works, they don't care what's in there. They want the machine to sit there and say, Super Pet. And I will have some of those, I'm sure. I'm not sure if I have made it clear. I haven't really started to test things. I know there are some that work. I know there are some that don't. How many? I don't know. I do remember, as I was once on the hunt for super pet things, it seemed that the upper boards always seemed to work, and the 8032 boards did not. So that is not encouraging. I think I will turn around here. Now, I don't have a memory card in here. I do not. But I think I will turn around here. Oh, I have the cover on. And just to test my theory of what I said before about not actually needing. Oh, what is that thing? Is that the flash coming on? Oh, no. I'm going to turn the flash off. I think we have enough light in here. And what else do we have here? Oh, it's in manual. No. I would like it. Normally, I often do manual focus. But in this case, I think I want it to autofocus. And I will shoot. That's another thing about this camera that is magical. When you do focusing.